Good evening, everyone. My name is Esther Benatar. I'm Isaac and Judy's daughter.
And I'm Jack Benarosh, Isaac and Judy's nephew. And together we're the co-chairs of tonight's wonderful evening. We would first like to thank all of our supporters, volunteers, and guests for helping make this night the great night that it's going to be. We have an action-filled night for you, so we're not going to waste any further time, and we are going to call up the distinguished rabbi of Petah Tikvah, Rabbi Yosef Oziel.
There are two types of people in this world. There are takers and there are givers. It's not always easy to tell them apart because even takers sometimes give. But I will tell you how you can tell these two individuals apart. A few months ago, our synagogue had a flood in the basement. I was there when it was happening, and I made a call first to our president and then to Isaac Benatar. That Isaac Benatar showed up, rolled up his pants, and began shoveling water out of the building with a pail. That's not a surprise. Many others did this. But Isaac Benatar did this with joy. That fateful evening, while some of us bemoaned the fact that the beautiful offices that had only recently been rebuilt were now under a foot of water, Isaac cracked jokes and lifted our spirits. Thus, we got a glimpse of what's in the heart of the true giver. A giver is not one who gives. A giver is one who loves to give. I've had the privilege of working closely with Mrs. Maryam Malek. You would not believe the kinds of ridiculous requests and questions that she fielded on a daily basis. But not only did Mari always come through, she did so with joy and with a smile on her face. I've been allotted 5 minutes to speak. I'm not done. I will leave the long list of things these two great givers have done for our community to the many speakers that will follow. In the 5 minutes I've been allotted, I would like to share a message of inspiration for the rest of us. Dear friends, a community where there are only takers is doomed to fail. And so to the young people here tonight I say, now is the time to decide which of the two you will be, the taker or the giver. At times like this, we must all ask ourselves the question, who needs me? A difficult question to ask. Who needs me? In the sacred prayers of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur, we find precious little in terms of prayers for life and health for the following year. Instead, we declare, Ubchen yitkadash shimcha la'ad malkenu, v'timloch atahu Hashem Elohenu al kol ma'asecha, wherein we ask Hashem to let His great name be sanctified in the world and to show all of His creations His sovereignty. Why is that? The answer is that we don't know whether or not we deserve another year. So instead of asking, we say to God, Hashem, you need me. Who else will sanctify your name in this world if not me? If we want to live, we want our lives to be valuable, we must make ourselves indispensable. As members of a community, we must, from time to time, ask ourselves the question, who needs me? Do I matter to this community? Or am I completely dispensable? Geese fly together in an upside-down V formation. There are a few fascinating facts about the goose V formation and lessons we can learn from it. As a goose flaps its wings, it creates a current for the geese flying behind it. And because of that current, the geese flying behind need less energy to fly and ultimately increase their range by up to 70%. Now, the leader of that formation must take the full brunt of the wind resistance. This is difficult to do, and it is the reason why the geese in the back, they honk in order to encourage the goose in the front to keep going. Isaac and Mari, we have gathered here tonight to honk, to remind you that thanks to your tireless efforts, we can go the distance. One last thing. The leader of the formation must change from time to time. Every goose has to assume the role of the leader so that the formation can go on and on. Isaac and Mari, Baruch Hashem, I am proud to say that our synagogue's board of governors, with our president at its head, is distinguishing itself as a group of inspired givers who shall each on his own time fly at the head of the formation. In the meantime, Isaac and Mari, all of us here are here to tell you we all need you.